Hello everyone, welcome to the new moon in Leo report. So it's beautiful new moon in Leo. Leo season's quite a big one because it also is a precursor to the Lion's Gate, which is a Stargate portal. So there's that. And I do. This is a very bright moon. I mean, you got to think about the new moon in Leo. Leo is governed by the sun, so there's that real depth of brightness to it, regardless of the fact that this is a new moon and we're going from dark into light. So we're starting at the dark phase of the moon and we're moving into that light energy. There is an extra added bonus from that Leo energy. So like I say, it's on the 28th of July. And it's at 5 degrees Leo, and that's the number 5 links to change, transmutation, alchemy, and that's kind of what's coming in with this moon. And it's at 6:54 p.m. UK time and 1:54 p.m. Eastern time. Now, if you live in other areas, do look it up for yourself. Don't worry too much about the times or when they're in, because really, unless you're looking for it and you're going to try and look for it in the sky, and if you've not got a cloudy day, then it's not really that big a deal. It's more about understanding what's potentially available to us from the energy frequency that the moon brings in, right? So then the new moon, it brings in a lot of positivity. It's a big picture thinking moon. It's Leo, for goodness sake. It's a big picture energy. It's a large, wild, beautiful, energetic system, right? It's it's the kind of moon that can bring you sort of solutions. This one can bring you, where you may have had a problem, you may gain solutions, or you may even solve the problem. You'll get like a light bulb moment because of the light of the sun bringing you that energetic frequency and opening you to that possibility, and that's kind of exciting. And there's something deeply exciting about Leo anyway, because it is a very regal energetic system, like I say, and it's so powerful because it reigns in that supremacy of power. It has this powerful energy. I mean, obviously looking at that word and thinking about that, that there's obviously going to be these contraindications to it. So there'll be the light side of Leo, but there'll also be the loud side of Leo, which is that side where Leo wants attention. And they can be, well, let's put it this way, the energy of Leo can be quite attention seeking. It's like kind of me energy, right? Yet it's also got this very beautiful caring side to it. So it's about really understanding which side of Leo you're going to fall into, and be very aware of which side of Leo you're falling into and which energetic frequency you're actually picking up, right? Yeah. So it's about that. It's a bold and beautiful new moon. It's also trine Jupiter, okay, which is going to present real opportunities and good fortune, right? So the other thing about this moon, and I would say this, be really careful not to get too cozy, because there's a lot of fixed signs in the chart, right? Fixed signs struggle with movement, and because of that, although this opportunity is there and it's being presented, it's about being really, really aware of how you might get a little bit like, oh, well, yeah, that's been presented, but it doesn't matter, and I'll wait a little while. Take the opportunity and ride with the opportunity so that it can give you some kind of potential, right? So I've written in the worst colour pen ever, and I can really hardly read it, so that's quite fun. So I'm kind of just winging it, because sometimes you just don't able to read your notes. So okay. The energy that's being presented is really linked to love and to the heart. Leo is all about the heart. It's the rulership of heart energy, of regality, it's very, like I said already, it's energetic. It's wants to fuse and play. Think of the cat. Think of the big cat, or the cat. Think of how a cat is when it's really wanting to be calm and serene. It lays around for ages. And when it doesn't want to, it's bouncing around, it's vibrant, it's showing off, and it's kind of got that. Maybe showing off was a little bit harsh, but you know what? It's kind of, look at me. And there's that kind of joy and abundance in that, right? So, Leos seem like attention seekers, as I just said. But you know, they've also got, like I say, that creativity, that heart-based energy, and they're joyful to be around because they give a lot. They give a lot of themselves. So that energy is going to be available to you. That energetic frequency will be available to you. Now, because of how everything's playing out in this chart, there is a sense of impulsivity. So a movement being presented, okay, and it could be sort of unpredictable, unexpected, because we've got Mercury squaring Uranus, okay, and it's about remembering that Mercury is the communication planet as well, right? So we need to also watch our conversations, speak what we're really thinking, but in a gentle, kind, loving way, that kind of thing, right? And also watch out for how we're receiving the information back as well, because that all comes under communication. And I would really like, that's quite a strong message there. Be careful of how you're interpreting as well, all right, in the energy of this. Now, I sense there's going to be I sense there's going to be a need to heal your internal stuff, like whatever's coming up for you. It's time now to say to yourself, look, I get this, but, you know, I'm done with letting it sort of, you know, I'm done with letting it control me. I'm done with letting it be the boss of me. And anyway, Leo doesn't like anyone being the boss of it. So you will have all the potential here to remove it and get it out of your system, because Leo won't have it. No matter what happens, it won't have it. So you can use the energy of the vibration of this new moon to release anything that doesn't need to be there. And I know it's a moon of intention, so it's bringing something in, but you can also use that dark moon aspect so that you can let go as well. So it's dark to light, right? So because of that, there's this deep possibility of breaking free from kind of a kind of bondage to things, and standing up for yourself and saying, you know what, I know this now, I get this now, I can be my real me now, because that's what Leo wants. Leo always wants to be authentically itself, and it's always about the I. It's always about the I in some respects, right? So there's like I say, because of the unpredictability of the energy, there may be kind of a challenge, yeah, because that Jupiter trine will give you a possibility of like a challenge. So it would be unexpected opportunity, but it could present itself in a way that's ultra challenging. But you know, it's to remember that through our challenges we grow as people. There's growth presented, and we're able to move further forward than like we normally are, right? Yeah. So there may be challenge, as I say, and it's an interesting time, right? It's interesting with this Leo energy because it's this beautiful cat jungle energy, right? So as I said, there's a lot of fixed planets, and this could lead to struggle being highlighted, okay? Because when fixed planets get changed, they want to hold on very tightly to what they're used to. So, you know, you've got to be strong here in that strength of the Leo energy, and make sure that the movement, know and understand the movement's good for you, rather than maybe being a bit clingy and stuck, because in fixed energy, that can present itself. Fixed energy can be very about, I know this, it's this way, I want it to stay this way. So instead, this is about opening up, allowing something new to present itself so that you can move forward in a different way. We have a lot of that over the last few moons, because that's where we're moving into changing old structures, systems and ways, even in the collective globally and individually as well. So, you know, remember the Leo is a bright, bold energy. You know, it's about expression and joy, you know, expressing yourself, like I said, with the big cat. It's the sun energy, as I say, because it's ruled by the sun. Remember, the sun energy gives us power, right? It's boundless. It gives us power. What else does it give us? It gives us light, right? Yeah, so that light. And light vibration is high vibration energy that can open you up to a bigger space within yourself. Think big, think regal, think strength, right? Think those things, yeah? Now, you know, what really comes big in this new moon, what comes out big, is to express from your heart, right? Give into heart energy, but be yourself, your true, authentic self. Be you. Leo wants nothing more than to express its true self. And this is asking you now to stop hiding. Yeah, stop hiding who you are and be your real self. Now, this could take some work, getting to know who your true self is, understanding who your true self is, and working on that aspect of yourself. And that can be worked through over the next months. Give yourself that. It's a real beautiful gift, and it will really help you as you move through the rest of this year. Really, really it will. And also, you know, thinking about it, if you're being true to yourself, you're helping yourself, but you're helping everyone else as well. Because, you know, we can't really extend into the limelight or shine if we're not being our true selves. And that's what Leo is asking. Be in your limelight, be your shine, but be your real self in that limelight, your true self in that shine. Okay. Now, I kind of see the energy of the wild card here. You know, so there's going to be something wild. And I'm thinking wild cat, and I'm thinking wild opportunity, and I'm thinking wild chances. The cat doesn't know what it's going to come across in around the next bend kind of thing, right? So kind of be open and let it lead you to where it's taking you, because it is taking you somewhere, and it's a good thing for you, right? Now, Jupiter's in Aries, okay, and that's that kind of go-getter. You know, that energy. Aries wants to go, it wants to get, it wants to receive, it wants to expand. So, you know, allow yourself to set your goals, set your intentions, and really know where you're going to go next. Allow that to occur, right? Yeah. So when you're allowing that to occur, then more can be presented to you. And this is the thing, I want to sort of highlight here. With the fixed energy systems, with the planets and the signs, right? It can mean that we become a little bit unresponsive to what's being presented. Now, what I'm getting here as I think of this, and as I enter into the energy of it, is what it's saying is the opportunity to have new space is so being presented here. So, you know, level up. Yeah, level up, go upwards, move upwards. This is what Leo is asking of you. The new moon in Leo is saying level up. You know, get into your heart energy, step into your heart living, hear what your heart's saying to you, right? Follow your heart's desires. You know, we've been way too long ruling ourselves, managing ourselves with brain thought, brain cohesion. That may be brain-led life, right? The thing is, your heart and your guts are mini brains. They both have a system within them that have those neurons that fire, that can give us answers to where we need to go. So I'm saying to you now, listen to your heart. What is it asking of you? What is it saying is your next place to be, is your next movement? Resistance, what I'm seeing here, right, is that resistance won't work. You're going to go there whatever. So rather than resisting the change and making it a long-winded journey, do it with love. Do it with love, and do it with flow, and do it with acceptance, because it's going to make it easier for you to step into the spaces that you want to be in. And it'll be good as well. You'll really, really enjoy it, okay? So yeah, so, you know, kind of take that and say to yourself, yes, that's how it's going to be, and that's how I can move through, yeah? So we've also got huge opportunities presented with Uranus in the North Node. So North Node is where we're going, okay? And it's in Taurus, right? So, and it's going to be there for another 4 years anyway. So it's a push to where you're going, right? And we've already said that about making sure you know where you're going, but there's a push, okay? And it's about what we said already. Pushing, we don't want to push, right? We want to go with the flow. So just remember it, because the frequency presented under Uranus is going to be quite a difficult one if we're not careful of how we're navigating, right? So, you know, the things that are highlighted are what have you outgrown, so what doesn't work anymore. You know, that you're attempting to bloom here. So let that blooming happen, let that newness create itself. You know, it's like the plant. The flower falls away, the petals fall away, and then something falls off so that it can create new life. Create that new life. That's what's coming here. It's this new life, this new beginning. Now, so it might be slow. It might be a slow change, but it will be a big change. It will happen. Because the symbolism is reformation. There may be some rebellion. There may be some unpredictable changes because there's an eccentricity presented here. But it may create that drastic change if we are not in flow. And it may just create drastic change anyway, so be just aware of that. Now, in its positive aspects, it's going to bring us great shifts, new world, new order, new life. Be brave. What brave new world do you want to create? Because it's not just about the world, the collective, it's also about you. And I've been writing a lot recently. One of the things that's coming up a lot is that we have to start here and reflect that outwards, right? So that the global collective human consciousness can then reflect that back to us. So everybody needs to become culpable for what we're doing, otherwise we become complicit in what's going wrong. So it's about really understanding the part that we play in this world from a big picture thinking perspective, yeah? And that's good because it's, you know, then we get to understand that we can have new innovation and there'll be new scientific discovery, and we can come from a more open space though within those things, yeah? So, you know, it's asking us all to step up to what we can, we will do in all aspects. And this energy with Taurus is about, you know, our rights, our power, our strength. And we've also got that Leo energy. So it's security within the Taurus energy. So we've got security, safety, beauty, and then we've got the rights, our power, our strength with Leo. So they're both fusing together and playing together. Not beautifully, but they are still playing together. So as this new moon plays out, there's going to be a sort of awakening light presented. It's going to be brought through from the universe. Deep galactic codes are being presented here. Now what this is, right, it's like when I connect in, all of consciousness is available to all of consciousness, and what's happening at the moment is that it's being presented in a bigger way. So more consciousness is being presented, so it's that open gateway, it's being available to all of us. So I forgot to mention that just after the new moon, Jupiter retrogrades, okay, and that's going to raise the frequency of the effects of what it's having within this chart. So be really optimistic, right? Stay and keep in mind that Uranus, think of what you're ready to release. It's going to go. Some things are going to go, and just be ready for what's going to go. Be open to what's going to go, yeah? Be strong and remain really heart-centered, because this is the moon of the heart, as I've already said. Be very heart-centered, yeah? And be careful of trying in a way to stop that progressive movement. Just soften to it and allow it, yeah? Now I am going to bring up my heart activation meditations, and they are really helpful, and I think they may help some of us right now, because we're moving into heart opening energy. We have it's a period of time where we're growing into opening our hearts so we can have a more heart-centered world. So if you are interested, do come. This is the last one. It's the fourth one in the series. You do not have to have attended any of the others. It's standalone. It's on Eventbrite under Self-Love Self-Care System. It's an event on there, 7th of August, and if you can't find it there, you can go to my website and book it. But it's completely free, 7th of August, 1 p.m. UK time. And I'd absolutely love to have you there. And it'd be really good for you, because what it's doing is it's helping to just light this space. I mean, when we work on that space, sometimes it can bring stuff up as well. However, it's a good thing, because if we start to move and shift those spaces, then we can shift energy that isn't serving us anymore at the same time. So yeah. Now, I also want to bring up the Lion's Gate, which is going to follow this new moon quite swiftly. It's the 8-8 portal. And it's going to open us up to new codes. It's going to open us up to a new frequency on the planet. I mean, it does it all the time. We get these raised frequencies, but what we're doing is we're raising cumulatively up and up and up at the moment, and that is being presented. And the Lion's Gate's one of the bigger ones, right? So our galactic center will start to align, and the portal will help us to shift old timelines that are just not working for us anymore. You know, some things that we don't need anymore will collapse, and you know, you're gonna find in your life things will collapse that don't need to be there, and you'll find also in the world there'll be things collapsing and disappearing that don't need to be there. Now I have written something else, but I have absolutely no idea. Oh, I know what it says. I just remembered. How the portals work, and I am going to be doing a Lionsgate report anyway. Hopefully I'll be bringing that out soon. But how they work is that when they happen, we get 11 days of that energetic frequency. So remember that this new moon is about you being your true, authentic self. Find your honest words and share from that space, yeah? Be brave and commit to you. Think cat. Think what cats are like. So during this new moon, also get some real TLC in. Rest, reflect, and also care for yourself. And you can also give yourself time for fun and lots of loving, happy energy. Go into your heart and ask what's truly meant for you, because your heart's the brain that you're going to listen to through this space, because it's going to be giving you accurate information, accurate where you're going, accurate symbolism. So really hear it, hear what's cool, ask it what it wants, yeah? And then get into maybe a little creative space once a day for a little while. Just do that for 5-10 minutes and do something that brings you complete and utter joy. So there you go. That is the lovely Leo full moon. Full moon, sorry. That is the lovely Leo new moon energy report. And it's really going to help us to bring some of that limelight energy towards ourselves, but in a really good way, and also learn how we are as humans, who we are as people, how we can authentically live in this world. So there you go, everyone. Do take care of yourself. At the end of this week, there is going to be one of my conversations with experts, and that's with Hay House author Cara Wheatley McGrain. So if you're interested, she talks all about IBD and IBS. If you're suffering any kind of conditions like that, you might want to tune into it at the end of this week. It'll be there on Friday, so I should get that done then. Anything else? Yeah, do still check into my report for the angel readings, because that would still be accurate for this week. So there'll be some information there if you're interested, and there's also the angel message. So do check into those. I will leave links below, or I might leave somewhere around here. I will leave the links so you can get into them. If you've loved this and if you've listened up until now, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe. I would love for you to maybe hit the notification bell if you want to know when content's coming out, because it will let you know the minute I post something. And I would love to have you join me, because it'd be really lovely to be having a community that I can speak with. Anyway, I'm sending you all so much love and namaste. Take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, kisses. Bye.